Welcome to Dover Motor Speedway for the weekend of April 26th through the 28th of 2024. This weekend is the Cup Series Worth 400, Xfinity Series Bet Rivers 200, and the ARCA General Tire 150. General Tire is the sponsor for 4 ARCA races this season and was the sponsor for last week's race at Talladega. In the weekend at Talladega, we had races in the ARCA, Xfinity, and Cup Series. In the ARCA General Tire 200, Jake Finch got the checkered flag and his first ARCA Menards Series win. In the Xfinity Series Ag Pro 300 at Talladega, Jesse Love got his first career victory in the Xfinity Series. He is already in the Talladega Hall of Fame with his win at this race in the ARCA Menards Series last year. Second place was Riley Herbst with a season best finish, followed by Anthony Alfredo, who tied his career best finish in third. In the Geico 500 at Talladega, Tyler Reddick took the checkered flag as the field wrecked behind him. Second place was Brad Keselowski, followed by Noah Gragson in third. The schedule of events for the weekend at Dover starts on Friday with ARCA practice at 12:40 p.m. Eastern Time, followed by qualifying at 1:40 p.m. Eastern Time. There is no television coverage for those events. At 3 p.m. Eastern Time is the Xfinity Series practice, followed by the Xfinity qualifying at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time on FS2. The final event for Friday is the ARCA Menards General Tire 150 at 5 p.m. Eastern Time on FS1. The Cup Series will start on Saturday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time with practice, followed by qualifying at 11:20 a.m. Eastern Time. Both events are on FS1. The Xfinity Series Bet Rivers 200 is the last event on Saturday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time on FS1. Final event for the weekend at Dover will be the Cup Series Worth 400 on Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on FS1. That will conclude all the events for NASCAR at Dover for 2024. Now for the weekend weather in Dover, Delaware. Friday is forecast to be sunny with a high near 57 degrees. Saturday is forecast for mostly sunny and a high around 62 degrees. Sunday is looking like a day to bring your sunscreen and wear a hat to keep the sun out of your face if you are going to the race. It will mostly be sunny with a high around 77 degrees. Once again, it looks like we will not have any weather delays. All this weather information is found on weather.gov. The Xfinity Series, known as the Budweiser Late Model Sportsman NASCAR Series, had its first race at Dover in 1982. In that time, Kyle Busch has won more Xfinity races at Dover than any other driver. Kyle Busch has 5 wins coming in fall of 2008, spring of 2010. He also won the Cup race that weekend. Fall of 2010, spring of 2014, and fall of 2014. Last year at Dover, Ryan Truex was first, followed by Josh Berry in second, and Justin Allgaier in third. This year, in the Bet Rivers 200 Xfinity race at Dover Motor Speedway, I have Justin Allgaier winning the race. Since 2021, there have been 3 races at Dover. Allgaier has an average finish of 2.7 in those races, with 3 top 5s. He is currently 5th in driver points and playoff standings as of now. Justin Allgaier has 2 wins at Dover in the Xfinity Series, spring 2018 and August 22nd of 2020. I think he can add win number 3 at Dover on Saturday. The first wild card is Sheldon Creed. I think it is time for Creed to make his way to victory lane this year. In the races since 2021, Creed has raced in the Xfinity Series twice at Dover with an average finish of 9.5 with 1 top 10. The second wild card is defending Xfinity Series champion Cole Custer. Custer has 1 race at Dover since 2021. In the Xfinity Series, he finished 7th at last year's race. He is currently 2nd in driver points and 4th in the playoff standings. At some point in the season, Custer will need to win a race to secure his spot in the playoffs. So, why not this weekend? 1969 was the inaugural year for Dover Motor Speedway. In 1969, Richard Petty won the first NASCAR race at Dover. In 1969 and 1970, there was only one race at Dover. From 1971 to 2020, there were 2 races each year. In 2021, the fall race was eliminated from the schedule. By my calculations, there have been 103 Cup Series races at Dover Motor Speedway. In that time, one driver has dominated the track, winning 4 more races than second place Richard Petty and Bobby Allison, who have 7 wins. Jimmy Johnson tops the list for all-time wins at Dover Motor Speedway with 11. With all that said, who are the current Cup drivers who have won at Dover? Martin Truex Jr. with 4 wins. June 2007, October 2016, May 2019, May 2023. Kyle Busch, 3 wins. June 2008, May 2010, and October of 2017. Chase Elliott, 2 wins. October 2018, May of 2022. Brad Keselowski, July 2012. Kyle Larson, October 2019. Denny Hamlin, August 2020. Alex Bowman, May 2021. In the Worth 400 at Dover Motor Speedway, I have Martin Truex Jr. adding to his win total at Dover. In the last 3 races at Dover, he has an average finish of 10.7 with 1 win at last year's race. Truex is currently 2nd in driver points and 6th in the playoff standings. Since 2021 on intermediate tracks, Martin Truex has 3 wins and 6 top 5s in 15 races. My first wildcard pick this weekend is Ross Chastain. I basically carbon copied the results from last year and didn't even notice that until writing this out. With that being said, Chastain was 2nd last year at Dover. He has an average finish of 6.7 in the last 3 races at Dover with 2 top 5s. On intermediate tracks, Chastain has an average finish of 10.5 in 15 races since 2021 with 1 win and 6 top 5s. He is currently 9th in driver points and 11th in the playoff standings. My final wildcard pick for the weekend is Ryan Blaney. Blaney finished 3rd in last year's race. Can he break through and get his first win of the year for Ford this season? His average finish over the last 3 races at Dover is 13.7. His only top 5 was last year. On intermediate tracks since 2021, Blaney has an average finish of 8.3 with 9 top 5s. Ryan Blaney sits in 7th for the driver points and 9th in the playoff standings. If either Ross Chastain or Ryan Blaney win this weekend, it will be their first career wins at this track. I would not be surprised if a driver not mentioned in this video wins the weekend. Thanks for watching and enjoy the weekend of racing at Dover Motor Speedway.